Have you ever tried to be bad at something you wanted to excel at? I gave myself permission to do this and it completely changed my life. Truth is, being bad at something, in my opinion, doesn't exist at all, and I'll tell you why. I decided that I want to give myself permission to be bad at any creative project I start. And let's just say that it took me a while to make this statement. Allowing yourself to be bad at something is actually a great strategy because it keeps the pressure at bay to be perfect and gives you the courage to get started in the first place. You now have the permission from yourself to make whatever you want. The easiest way to really understand this is to take a look at nature. Have you ever seen the flow in the way nature operates? How, like clockwork, seasons come and seasons go. The trees lose their leaves, animal patterns change, there are migrations that happen, and you have flowers that bloom when spring comes in. And nature, I feel, represents the purest creative potential in this universe. So nature represents pure consciousness without a belief of separation from the universe around it or world around it in its identity. And when it comes to humans, we are also part of nature, and yet we have this belief in individuality for some reason, like as though we are separate from this flow that's happening constantly, a separation from everything else that's happening in life. So if we draw parallels from nature, then we can drop some of these false beliefs that we have acquired from outside conditioning or the world. In nature, nothing is considered as bad and everything is just flowing as it is, including the dance of the predator and the prey and the natural calamities that come in cycles. And have you ever seen them practice before they exist? Like, thank God, the storm never talks about honing in on its skill, right? And these natural elements, they just keep existing according to their nature, just happening or creating constantly. And everything, if you notice, is timed perfectly and happens in sync. Nature doesn't think that, oops, I just created winter. So there is no being bad at creation. Creation just is. And your art is not bad compared to someone else's. It's just your art. It's just something you came up with. The reason we stop or never get started is because we tie the activity of creation with certain metrics that we look at. We draw comparison and we give in to incorrect signals that maybe aren't even giving you the full picture. And that's why if we wish to produce or create something according to a baseline we ourselves have drawn, then yes, we can be bad at something we create. And when you attach an activity that is whole in itself with this expectation of how it should look like or an expectation to deliver on success, that's when you end up failing. But even that is short-lived, because the moment you drop all those ideas and just keep creating, just building that momentum, you will see the impossibility of being bad at whatever it is that you want to create. But I think the true pot of gold is discovered when you keep showing up to do this. In the process, you actually end up making something decent initially and then eventually something good enough. But the important thing is that you don't go in with this expectation from the beginning. Instead, the intention that you set is that you want to create and you are okay if it is completely bad. The truth is, it's the hardest thing in the world to be bad at a task that you keep showing up to do. Even if you think you are born with 2 left feet, and even if you feel like you just don't have the physical capability to do something, and yet, if you just keep showing up to do it, you will find that the greatest limitations in the world cannot really stand up in front of the energy you bring in. The more we do something, the more we grow at it. It is just a natural law. And yet we look at being imperfect as the worst thing in the world. So I really hope that this message resonates with you if you're on a journey to live a life of art, and keep creating.